quit, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the Hardcore FM podcast show. I'm your host, Hardcore Declan, of course, and it is our WWE Crown Jewel event coming to you tomorrow night, or should I say tomorrow day, Irish time, 5 p.m. And it comes from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, obviously Raw and SmackDown, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live on TikTok as well. Also, we're live on YouTube. So you are all welcome, guys. I'm trying this new podcast show out. I'd normally do it on my YouTube channel, but I said I'll bring it over to TikTok. Hopefully you will like it. Before we get into it, guys, what a deadline day today was between Shelbourne and Shamrock Rovers. Congratulations to Shelbourne winning the league title since 2006. So congratulations to Damien Duff's Shelbourne. Unlucky for Shamrock Rovers as a fan, but I'm absolutely delighted that Shelbourne are finally back on top after all those years. The good times have to come now for Shells. Obviously, the bad times are over for Shells up and down the road. But fair play, Shamrock Rovers can't win it all the time. So, look, it would have been 5 league trophies in a row. But you know, it wasn't to be, unfortunately. Shelbourne won at the final day of the season. So congratulations once again to Damien Duff's Shelbourne tonight by winning the Irish League. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the swing of things. This is my prediction of what's going to happen tomorrow night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And in no particular order, let's get into the swing of things as we do on this show for the last couple of years now, over on YouTube, bringing it over to TikTok. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in and obviously enjoying. I'm just trying something new over here on TikTok as well because I have the followers. Please follow me over on TikTok or on YouTube if you can. It's Hardcore FM. I'm also simultaneously casting on both platforms at the moment. So please, if you can, give us a follow over on YouTube. I will really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very, very much. So, in no particular order, ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax, champion versus champion. Obviously, the belts are not on the line, and whoever wins will become the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Who's going to win, guys? Is it going to be Liv Morgan? Is it going to be Nia Jax? Remember, Liv Morgan has Dominic Mysterio. Also, I can't remember the other girl's name. Raquel Rodriguez, I think. So, you know, they could interfere, make Liv Morgan the Crown Jewel champion. So it's basically Raw champion versus SmackDown champion, and the winner will become the very first ever women's Crown Jewel champion. So I'm gonna go, guys. Possibly Liv Morgan on this one. I don't know why. I don't know absolutely why, but I'm gonna go Liv Morgan on this one, guys, to become the very, very first women's Crown Jewel championship. So maybe Nia Jax will win it, but I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan on this one, guys. Yes, that's who I'm going to go with. Now we will move on to Seth freaking Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Of course, this rivalry has been going back a couple of weeks now. Remember, Bronson Reed put Seth Rollins on the shelf for a couple of weeks. Obviously, Rollins is back now. Rollins tried to get the upper hand on Monday. didn't really work out his way. So it's finally happening at Crown Jewel. Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Who is going to win? I'm definitely going to go with my man Seth Rollins, of course. More experience over Bronson Reed, in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Seth Rollins on this one. Hi, everybody on TikTok, guys. Kara. Um, who else? Scotty D. How are you doing, Scotty D? What's the story, bro? Yes, so I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to beat Bronson Reed on this occasion. Now we will move on to Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Who's going to win? Obviously, my booking is Randy Orton on this one. Sorry, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, he is a good wrestler. I honestly think Randy Orton has that more edge over him, more experience over him. So I am going to go with Randy Orton on this one, guys. So now we will move on to LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes in a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Obviously, LA Knight going in as the champion against two of their guys for 25% or whatever you want to call it, chance of coming out victorious. So who's going to win, guys? Who's going to win? I'm going to go Andrade, fantastic wrestler, background Mexican wrestler. Carmelo Hayes is only kind of new to the fray here. So I'm going to stick to me, man. We have passports. I'll let you in a wee bit because I'm obviously doing my podcast, so I do apologize. I'm simulcast. So I'm just trying to do this. See if you kind of like me podcast, guys. But if you can, please go over to Hardcore FM on YouTube. Give me a sub, please, if you can. I'll appreciate it, guys. But I'm only trying to kind of see how things go. But yes, so I'm gonna go with LA Knight on this one, guys. I do appreciate it, guys. I'm not letting anybody in, guys. I'm doing my podcast. I do apologize. I'm not letting anybody in at the moment. So I'm gonna go with yes, LA Knight. Yeah, LA Knight to retain his United States Championship over Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. But you never know, Andrade might win it, but I'm definitely going with LA Knight, guys. Now we will move on to Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair versus Damage Control, Kairi Sane and Io Sky versus Metaphor, Lash Legends and Jacarea Jackson versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven in a fatal four-way tag team championship match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Who is going to win, guys? I'm going to probably maybe stick with the champions here, and Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Probably maybe Damage Control and Kairi Sane and Io Sky already held the titles. I never heard of this metaphor, Lash Legends. I don't know who they are. I think they have the titles already. I can't remember. But I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair to win the fatal four-way tag team championship match. So they're gonna retain their titles. Now we will move on to Gunther from Raw, the World Heavyweight Champion, versus Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, the undisputed WWE Champion. Winner, obviously, will be the inaugural WWE Crown Jewel Champion. So whoever wins will be same as the Crown Jewel Women's Champion. We're going to have a men's champion. And to be honest, I'm probably going to go with Gunther on this one. I don't know why. Gunther's an absolute powerhouse. It's something that Raw needed for a long time. And obviously a champion. He's really, really powerful, very, very strong athlete. And I'm sorry, Cody. You probably will win tomorrow night or tomorrow evening. But I'm gonna go with Gunther on this one. Normally, I don't go with Gunther. Um, but um, but I'm gonna go with Gunther on this one, guys. To beat Cody Rhodes. So sorry, Cody. I do apologise. Now we will move on to the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, which obviously this all kicks off tomorrow night, guys. Roman Reigns versus the Usos. Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso. The Usos back together again, guys. Possibly for only one night only. Maybe we don't know because if you remember last week on was it SmackDown or was it Raw? I can't remember. They reunited, and he basically told Roman Reigns, "Look, I acknowledge you not as the tribal chief. I acknowledge you as my cousin because obviously they're all related. And any messing about, um, he's gonna walk away. So Jay Uso not taking any prisoners here, and of course he wants payback because he lost his title. Um, I think that week as well. So, so the Usos and Roman Reigns. So it's kind of like the some sort of I don't know if you call it the old bloodline, the new bloodline against the newer bloodline. I don't know what you want to call it, or the old bloodline versus the new bloodline, whatever you want to, whatever you want. But of course, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns and Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso, the Usos, to be Solo, Sikoa, Jay Fatu, and Tama Tonga with Tonga Loa at ringside. So obviously, those two will be a factor sometime in the match. They'll probably get involved somehow or another. We will wait and see. Obviously, tomorrow night or tomorrow evening, guys, what will happen. Johnny Vega. No, I don't think Johnny Vega is on. Um, but so I'm gonna go, guys, with possibly Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Jey Uso to win, to be Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. That's it, guys. But anyway, guys, this is my quick preview show, as I always do on YouTube. I try to not have it as long as I used to have. I used to have a crazy long shows on YouTube, guys. But I'm trying to kind of narrow it down to about 12 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes long maximum. Obviously, this is my first time bringing it over to TikTok. I hope all my TikTok followers enjoy what I'm doing. It's kind of a new thing not a new thing on TikTok. It's a new thing for me. I've been doing this over on YouTube for many, many years. I've very few followers over here. That's why I want to try and build my YouTube channel. So, but anyway, guys, I do appreciate people have come in and have said hi in the comments. Um, sweat down, bro. I can't do that. Impersonated. You're following on pod because of course, I always have love. I always have love on my podcast. Of course, But anyway, guys, let's before we get out of here, as we always do on my YouTube side of things, I want to say, hello to the circle, that does follow me over here on YouTube. Of course, I want to say hello to my beautiful wife, Roshan. I want to say hello to Dan. I want to say hello to Knucklehead. I want to say hello to Helsing. I want to say hello to Jack Knight Finnegan. I love your shit. I want to say hello to Frankie J, Aaron, and I want to say hello to Brian. I want to say hello to Keith, Louise, of course, two big two massive friends belong to me. Um, have we missed anybody else? Oh yeah, I want to say hello to me bro in the sky, Colin, of course, because Colin, only for Colin, there'd be no Hardcore FM. He actually started the show. He helped me start the show, and he obviously, when he was alive, he used to help me with the show. So I do want to, you know, uh, give me bro in the sky a shout out. So, so anyway, guys, that has been my preview show on both TikTok and YouTube, guys. I do really hope you enjoy what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to bring to you. If you don't like wrestling, that's fine. I'll still continue doing it. I'm only just trying it out, see what I get, what happens, and so on. And also you can listen back on TikTok, listen back on YouTube if you enjoy what I do. I don't do it for money. I don't ask for money for off anybody. I just do it on my spare time, guys. I think somebody wants to come in. I'll just depend on who it is. Scotty D. I'll let him in. We let him in for a few minutes. Scotty, what's going on, man?
Well, to be honest, you asked for Johnny Vegas, so that's what you've got right now.
Johnny V.
So I was wondering, right, what's your predictions against Benadam?
I don't know.
Well, I'm joking, right? I was in that program, Benadam, and I went to a few games.
Okay. Oh, you're legend. Absolute legend.
Well, I'm just trying to make things happy, right? So I want to know, right, if you're going to predict Benadam.
Yeah, we'll go with Benadam.
Well, to be honest, I think Benadam's going to win.
Hopefully, please God.
Do you know who they're playing?
I haven't got a clue.
Neither do I.
Oh, shit. No, I'm basically trying to give you a bit of what I do on YouTube. And obviously, I hope you like. I'm going to try and do it once a month, pay-per-views, whatever. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years, doing wrestling pay-per-views, and but I'm going to try and bring it over here, and hopefully people like it over here,
Well, yes, I agree with you. I'm David Attenborough, and I've travelled a lot over the world, and I support a team in Malaga.
Oh man!
Well, to be honest with you, I really like Malaga.
You kind of sound like what's that guy, Lee Evans?
I wouldn't know him, but I've travelled all over Africa, and in fact, I've got a Nigerian supporter with me. You want to speak to him?
Oh, it's up to you.
His name is George.
Oh, George, okay.
Yeah, listen to the FM. I'm so glad to be on South Africa. That's how well I want to say the African nation is a scam of the monies.
Oh my God, you. Oh my God, you have some. What's it? 1,000 voices, is it?
Well, a lot of people tell me I've got 1,000 things, but India is one remaining game. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I'm only messing with you. Oh, yeah, I do accents, impressions.
No, fair. I shouldn't be coursing on this. I know I can do what I want on YouTube, but no, fair play, man. Absolutely fair play.
No, I just wanted to come up. You was on my live before a few times, and
yeah. No, I just since I can go live now. I was sitting there one night and I was like, you know what? Nothing's really happening over on YouTube much. So I said, look, I'm going to bring a bit of me over to TikTok, and I just hope you like what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's what you need to keep doing, man. Keep at it. Don't look at views. Don't look at numbers.
No, it's not. As I said,
I want to tell you this. I want to give you a little bit of inspiration, right? You know, the reason I set up YouTube was because a lot of my mates was telling me, "You're a funny guy. You need to set up it." But I was too shy for it. I didn't like the way my voice sounded. There was no way I was ever going to put a camera on and stuff like that. And you know, the first few live videos on YouTube, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was sitting there with like 2 people watching and stuff like that. And yeah, I thought to myself, this isn't worth shit. And you know what? I put up some videos and I started to pay less attention to views. I did my thing. I did what I wanted. And some of them videos have like 12,000 views on them. Do you know
lovely. Brilliant.
And that's the mad thing. So don't overthink what you're doing, and then never look at it in a negative way because somebody didn't come in and view it that night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. As I said, I don't ask for money. All I ask is just a follow or a sub, and just put the notifications on when I go live or whatever. You can watch it whenever you want. You know what I mean? That's all I ask for. I don't expect people to give me money, no whatsoever.
Do you only like cover Irish sport, like?
No, well, as I said, I mostly do wrestling, but I know at the start I was talking about the run into the title between Shelburne and Shamrock Rovers, and
Can I give a suggestion for you?
yeah, go ahead, yeah,
If you don't mind.
yeah.
Would you do a live video? And basically, me and you, I don't know, like, if you're into betting or if you've got a betting account, but it would be cool to, like, build each other's accumulators. In other words, like, we pick a league, Premier League, Championship in England, and you tell me the teams you're picking in the Premier League, and I say win, draw, loss. And I pick a division and you say win, draw, or loss to the games I pick. And we build each other's accumulators just for like a quid or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, look, whatever. As I said, I don't ask for money. You know, I do what I do out of my spare time when I can. There's sometimes where I haven't got time. I thought I wouldn't have had time tonight because with the match and stuff, I probably would have done it. I would have had that time. If the match hadn't been on, I would have just had that time to go live and do what I had to do. But because the match was on, you know, it was 10 o'clock or something, it was over. And, you know, I just said, you know what, just do it. You know what I mean? Because I probably won't be doing another pay-per-view for another month. You know what I mean? I don't want to really, you know, say, yeah, I'm going to go live and then I don't go live. You know what I mean?
So now the Irish season's like finished.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do then, like?
Nothing really. Well, obviously, I'll still watch the Premier League. I'm not a big. I used to be a big on the Premier League, and like obviously, of course, I follow Man United, but I don't really like watch them. You know, okay, if they're doing well, I'd watch them. Now, the cup final is next Sunday, so. I'll be keen to who'll win the cup final now next Sunday. Because Drogheda, they're in a playoff relegation, so the following week after that, they would have been probably Saturday, but because they're in the cup, they'll have to play the game the following week. You know what I mean? Because normally the playoff and promotion is done well before the cup final. You know what I mean? So tomorrow now is the final of the promotion. So whoever wins tomorrow between Bray and Athlone will play Drogheda in a promotion relegation battle.
Who's relegated from
Well, Dundalk, it's normally 1 down, 1 up, and then whoever's in the playoffs, then it's like 2, 3, 4, and I think it's 2.
Where's Waterford in that?
No, Waterford are safe. They'll still be in the Premier League next season.
And what about the youth? What are they?
What?
Wexford News, where are they?
They're in the fourth division, but they didn't do too well in the playoffs. They got to the playoffs, but they kind of choked. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, because they done so well in the semi-finals, they should have actually beaten Drogheda to get to the finals of the FAI Cup. Because he's played so well in the semi-finals. You know, but maybe next season they might come up, they might get promoted. You know what I mean? It just all depends. You know who's gonna fight. I reckon, to be honest, since Cork is up now, I reckon UCD will probably come up the following season.
Like, what happened to Cork? Like, I don't follow Irish football really that much, but I play Football Manager, and I actually have been like Cork City's manager before, and you know what I noticed on Football Manager every year was that Cork would like relegated and like did they get some kind of were they just shit?
Yeah, just the money and all, and they came back up. Um, Obviously not season gone, the prior season, and they went back down as quick. But now they're back up again, so hopefully they can stay up this term. You know, but it's, to be honest, it's all about.
What, are they in the Premier League? Did you say?
Yeah, they've got promoted. Yeah, they'll play.
They've not been there for a few years, have they?
Yeah, and if you look back, you know, in around 2015, 16, 17, Cork City were up there. They were winning the league. They were winning the cup alongside Dundalk.
They've got a good stadium. They've got a good set.
Sure, there's Dundalk and Cork, right? They were winning trophies and leagues and cups. Dundalk now are relegated because of money. And to be honest, you know, I could do another topic on this maybe another time if you're more than welcome to join me. It's the Football Association of Ireland that don't have a clue how to run an organisation, and that's why teams like, I can't believe all the money they got in Europe. They were twice in the Europa League, yeah, Dundalk. They won leagues, titles, whatever. Where the fuck is the money gone?
Yeah. But you know what? If you want my now, bear in mind, right? I'm English, obviously, the accent, but I've lived in Ireland for 15 years.
That's right. You were saying that, yeah.
Sorry, mate. What?
That's right. I remember you saying, yeah, you live in Ireland.
The thing is, like, I was hardcore Derby County fan. I used to go to every match, and when I got to Ireland, I was like, "Fuck, man, I don't have any matches to watch." So I used to I still go and watch Ireland play. And my biggest thing is, like, anywhere I've ever been in Ireland, is like everything's all about hurling. Everything is like all about fucking hurling. Like, and I just feel I can name a hell of a lot of Irish players that's come from small clubs over to the English leagues, but yet the money that they're receiving is nothing. Like, you let your players go over for nothing to England.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, even the money that you do get from a club. Look at Evan Ferguson. Where did he start at? Jesus Christ. It was an Irish club. He was let go. It was nothing they got for him. And even when they do get money for a player, they don't even invest it.
I can't remember. I don't remember Evan Ferguson. Maybe he did. I'd have to look it up on Wikipedia, to be honest.
I can give you another one. Is Fetsi Ebisani. Do you know?
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Now, I want to give you my opinion on this because it affects me as a football fan about him, right? So, he used to play for a team in Enniscorthy. Now, I live in Wexford, and Enniscorthy is not far away. And he came to Derby County, and he was in a...
Scotty, I know you're not, just be careful on giving locations, playing live and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. So Fetsi went over to Derby and joined the academy there. And what happened 2 years later was that Derby went into near enough liquidation, and we had implications put on us by the EFL, and one of them was that we couldn't sign any players. We were not allowed to get any player at all. So what we had to do to survive was bring players in prematurely from the under 18s, under 21s and stuff. And Fancy was one of them. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, he was fast, he was good. But you know, the end of that season, he left Derby on a free transfer and went abroad. Now,
That's right. He went to, where the hell did he go again? I can't remember. He went to was it Italy or France or something?
I think it was Italy. He went to what are they called?
I can't remember.
I can picture their bloody badges. Well, oh God. You put me on the spot there. Yeah, he did. He went to
Udinese, is it?
Yeah, Udinese.
Or some, yeah.
So yeah, it's a hard one to. Yeah, that's right. He went there, and I don't know how he's doing now. I hope he's doing all right in his career, but I just thought that was pure snaky out of him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, at least if a club's brought you over from Wexford to you come up, you've got to at least give it a year to that club, haven't you? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like as I said, he was with Derby and he's over in Indonesia or whatever you call it. As far as I know, I think he's actually having a good season over there. As far as I'm aware.
I think if I remember correctly, last season when he signed for Udinese, he was loaned to the was it Watford? Was it Watford?
Yeah, it was. He was with Watford. Yeah, he was. Yeah, because I remember him playing for Waterford. Yeah.
No, Watford.
Oh, Watford. But didn't he not play League of Ireland? Didn't he not at one stage?
He did. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Did he play for Waterford or some?
I don't know this guy. I've never seen them. They're called. Oh shit. They're called Shamrock something, but it's not Shamrock Rovers. Where is Shamrock Rovers?
They're Dublin, Tallaght.
Yeah, so it's not them, but he played for a team a local team in Enniscorthy, like.
Right. Yeah, but I could have sworn he played for Waterford or something. I honestly think he played for Waterford. But
And I'm good. I want to.
But you know what? If I hadn't known,
Football is that, you know? Do you know when you guys went for? Well, it said you went for Lee Carsby or were considering Lee Carsby. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
I thought to myself, grab him now while you can, right?
Yeah.
So then, after that, he becomes England's temporary manager.
That's right. Yeah.
But do you know something? What he said in the first interview of his short spell at England was the reporter said he had interest in Ireland. How did them talks go? And he turned around and said there was no talks. They never contacted me. They never asked me. What a fucking mess up of the FAI.
That's what I'm saying, and you know what? It is a lovely topic, that I must deal with you another time because I'm kind of running out of time here on my YouTube. But I do really want to, have another conversation with you, a proper conversation about football. Maybe we'll do it another day if you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm up for it, mate.
Scotty. It's just that I don't want to be gone talking too long. But if I hadn't known that we were going to talk about the football, which is a great topic, because there's a lot that I want to discuss as well. Because the FAI, they're probably the most worst organisation in Europe. Like you see other FAs, and they're polished and whatever, and they're getting to European Cup finals and World Cups. Look at Scotland now. I know they were unlucky to not even get out.
Scotland has improved so much as a team.
That's what I'm saying. Like Scotland, I thought they were very hard done by not to get out to the knockout stages. They were very hard done by, and it was just that golden last minute that really flicked them up. And I thought it was just like bad because Scotland is kind of my second home with me mate passing away and stuff like that. And he lived over here for many, many years, Colin. And he moved back and he passed away when he went, obviously when he went back home, he passed away a couple of years later. So I kind of support the Scottish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
Like, I actually had people used to actually grill me.
For that discussion on podcasts, YouTube, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Just give me a shot.
Like people actually grilled me one day, said to me one day, I had a Scottish flag on one side of me stairs, and the other side I had an Irish flag, and so when I walked down, the two of them would meet me, side to side, and people were like, "What the fuck would you have a Scottish flag?" I'm like, "Hold on a minute, man. What I have on my wall is none of anybody's business." At the end of the day, that flag was brought home as a present for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Scots and the Irish are kind of similar. You know what I mean? They have similar ways. We have similar Gaelic, Irish, Scottish, similar words. So we're kind of all one in a way. You know what I mean? We just came from Celts. You know what I mean? And as I said, when my mate brought that flag home for me, it was a treasure kind of thing, you know what I mean? Because he's passed on now, and so on, you know what I mean? But I know you love your football and stuff. I know you probably don't know much about the Irish soccer compared to the English soccer, but we will have another chat again, maybe sometime the end of the week or sometime next week. I'll probably be free because I won't have to do a pay-per-view, and I'll come on. And if you want to do a football podcast, that's perfect.
100%, mate. I'll be there. I'm more than up for that. I'd even love joining the live, just talking.
Yeah, no, I didn't want anybody in the live yet because I was kind of calling out my predictions, what was going to happen tomorrow night. I'll probably watch the pay-per-view myself tomorrow evening. Something to watch, I suppose, something to enjoy. That's what I do. And I just want to. It's WWE. Yeah. So I just want to kind of bring stuff over here, and if people like it, happy days. If they don't like it, that's fine. I'll still probably commit and do a couple of podcasts. You know what I mean? But I don't, as I said, I don't ask for money. I don't, I just do it, to keep me mind healthy as well. You know what I mean?
Well, look, I'm going to leave you live now and let you carry on. If you start another live privately on TikTok, give me a shout. I'll join in. We'll have a chat if you want. It's no hassle.
Well, you know what? If you let me know, private message me. If you want to do a chat, we'll do a podcast. No problem on TikTok or whatever, and we can talk about football. That's no problem.
Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. Right,
Scotty D, thank you, bro, for coming in. Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
No worries. Good night, bro.
Good night, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Scotty D, of course, one of my TikTok followers. We were literally about to say good night, guys, but what I have to say is he's a good man. He knows the stuff. Scotty D, I do appreciate him coming in, having a chat. We might sit down another time and do another podcast about football. And I don't mind. I know I do wrestling. I mostly do wrestling, guys. But if anybody wants to sit down and do a discussion of football, no problem. Private message me on TikTok, whatever, and we'll sit down and we'll do a podcast about football. We'll do a podcast, whatever you want, whatever you got to do, guys. Whatever you got to do, you just throw them into me. I'll just come on. If you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, the mic is open mic, guys. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for my WWE preview show on TikTok and YouTube. I appreciate it. Hopefully, next month is going to be Survivor Series, a big, massive event, Survivor Series War Games. So I will do my preview show, my prediction show on that as well, if you love it. I'm like nearly 40 odd minutes now here, guys, live. I try to shorten. I love having an absolute long debates as well. So if you want to talk about anything else, guys, in the next podcast, if it's not really, unless I'm doing something, I can do a special podcast. It doesn't have to be wrestling. You know, if I'm not doing a wrestling podcast, I'll do another podcast shortly after that if I can stretch the time in, guys. But I do really, really appreciate people coming in, give me so much loves. Absolutely, thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate it. How are you, Anne? How's things? Yeah, you're more than welcome to come in and say hello. I don't know who somebody's trying to invite, but hello. You are all welcome, guys, to the Hardcore FM podcast show. Of course, Hardcore Declan here. Simon Tensley on YouTube and TikTok right now at the moment, live. But anyway, guys, that has been me live, guys. Slán Lat Moshe the Hule Osan Bukalos on Colin, as we always sign out, guys. Good night and God bless.
City, Dublin, the town I love so dear. We're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to Point Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge. Now it's Belvedere for me.